Hello and welcome to Audio Listener. If you're here right now, it probably means the day is ended. The world outside has quieted, and yet your mind is still awake. Maybe you are lying in bed or sitting by a window with only the soft glow of a lamp, feeling the weight of thoughts you've carried all day. Tonight, this episode is for you. There is no lesson to master, no checklist to follow, no advice you must act upon. It is simply a moment of company, reflection, and gentle encouragement. Letting go does not equate to erasure, oblivion, or betrayal of what was once significant. Nor does it signify surrender in the sense of weakness. Rather, it is a deliberate act of discernment, the conscious decision to disentangle oneself from attachments that no longer serve growth, peace, or authenticity. Consider the metaphor of carrying an invisible burden, worn so long that its presence feels almost natural. Yet its weight subtly constricts movement and dims vitality. To let go is to set that burden down, not in haste, not with denial, but with awareness and intentionality, allowing the body and mind the space to breathe, to recalibrate, and to rediscover equilibrium. We hold on for myriad reasons. Sometimes it is love, sometimes loyalty, sometimes fear of losing identity or relevance. We convince ourselves that retention equates to control, that grasping tightly will preserve the things we cherish most. Yet paradoxically, this very tenacity can ensnare us, binding our energy to the immutable, the irreversible, the uncontrollable. Holding on can render the present moment almost inaccessible, as our consciousness remains preoccupied with what cannot be altered. Letting go, conversely, is an act of liberation. It is not a negation of experience, but a reclamation of mental and emotional sovereignty. The initiation of release is rarely seamless. It begins with a subtle, often uncomfortable recognition, the acknowledgement that our desire to control, maintain, or perfect certain aspects of life is untenable. Some relationships, despite depth of feeling, must evolve or conclude. Some ambitions must be revised or relinquished. And some memories, no matter how cherished, must be stored with reverence rather than relived compulsively. This recognition may evoke grief, guilt, or even despair, yet therein lies a profound potential, the potential for self-compassion, clarity, and renewal. Tonight, permit yourself to name the weights you have carried in silence. Acknowledge them in their entirety. Observe them without urgency to change, without compulsion to rationalize, and without expectation of immediate resolution. Letting go is not contingent upon understanding every nuance, nor upon attaining forgiveness or closure. It is, at its essence, an acceptance of impermanence and the human condition. Each incremental act of release, no matter how small, cultivates resilience, fosters insight, and nurtures the capacity to inhabit the present moment fully. It is important to recognize that letting go is inherently iterative. The grip may tighten again, old patterns may resurface, the mind may revisit the past, clinging to what-ifs or if-onlys. And this is not failure. It is simply the rhythm of human consciousness, oscillating between attachment and release. Each time we practice conscious relinquishment, we train ourselves to respond to life with greater equanimity. Rather than react from fear or habit, each act of letting go is a quiet reclamation of autonomy over our inner landscape. Consider this: every moment you resist the compulsion to clutch tightly to that which cannot be changed, you are engaging in an act of courage. Courage not in heroic spectacle, but in the subtle, persistent assertion of your right to peace. You're cultivating a sanctuary within yourself where reflection, serenity, and acceptance can flourish. You are learning to navigate the paradox of human existence, the tension between love and loss, hope and surrender, memory and presence. So tonight, if you are listening, grant yourself this permission. Take a deliberate deep breath and imagine placing the burdens that have shadowed you onto a soft surface, releasing their pressure from your shoulders. Allow the mind to exhale tension it has carried, sometimes for years. Feel the quiet, however fragile it may be, settling within. Recognize that letting go is not abandonment. It is an investment in your capacity to live with clarity, compassion, and intentionality. Rest in the knowledge that you are enough complete in your imperfections, resilient in your vulnerabilities, and capable of releasing without fear. You are allowed to let go. You are allowed to breathe. You are allowed to inhabit this moment freely, unencumbered, and whole. Thank you so much for listening tonight. If this episode helped you feel a little lighter, a little calmer, or gave you a moment of peace, I'd love it if you could like this video and subscribe to the channel for more late night reflections. And don't forget to leave a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts, experiences, or even just a hello from wherever you are. Your support means the world and helps us keep creating these quiet moments together. Good night, take care, and remember, you are enough.